Hey y'all, some more breaking tea from inside the courtroom using my sources. So in prior testimony, Jane Doe talked about seeing a rapper and his wife and Anton. Remember, she talked about her and Diddy used Anton, as he was one of the entertainers. Well, she goes to a little hangout. Something was happening in like a hotel room, and she talks about this rapper and his beautiful wife were present with Anton there banging a random woman. Like they're all in this like suite or something, and it's a few people around, and Anton is performing, and this rapper's there with his wife. Y'all, they're saying allegedly, speculatively, that the rapper was Kanye West and his wife Bianca. Now, this is not a fact, but people online are speculating that that's who it could be based on time stamps and stuff, or people who get really into trying to figure out where people were at certain times. But I'm just telling y'all what they're saying, and other CCs that are actually there at the court, they're reporting it too. So that's one thing. It's also being reported that the government wants Juror 6 removed. So I'm not sure if the person has been removed at this time. And we have to be careful. We're not supposed to be very descriptive when we're talking about the jurors. So I'm just going to leave it there. But yeah, the government wants Juror 6 removed. Apparently that juror has been taking a lot of notes and not necessarily appearing to be buying into the prosecutorial side, okay? So they want that person gone. The other big news is that Jane Doe gives a deeper explanation of what she thought about Diddy's obsession to seeing her with other men. She went on and did some research, so she found a word that she felt described. Like, she was doing research like, why is he so obsessed with this? Why do we have to have so many hotel nights, debauchery nights, and all of this stuff, right? So she went and was doing her research, and she found a word or some information that she thought kind of described it, and it was called and I'm gonna mispronounce it so that I can stay within YouTube's guidelines. A cluck, okay? And so y'all know. And of course, as she was doing her research, she started understanding, or trying to understand what it was. And so within her doing the research, she came across that word, the cluck, blah, blah, blah. And then it went on to describe that some men like to see their woman with other men, and some men may actually be bi-curious or exUal. So that is something that she kind of stumbled across. She said Diddy would call it voyeurism and stuff like that, but she kind of had a different feel for what was actually going on. And I think she's even still being guarded in her testimony. I feel like she doesn't want to just come out and say she thinks that he might be bi or gay. What was interesting is that she mentioned he could have been exUal, and I think many of us think that Diddy is. I think that he used the women as his proxy. This is the first time somebody is actually coming on the stand and putting that out there, right? I think Diddy uses the women as a proxy, imagining he is actually the one having sex with the men. She kind of hints on the fact that she felt that he may have been afraid to come out of the closet. I mean, she's not saying that he is or isn't, but she's just kind of giving theories. And after Jane revealed that she wondered if he was bi, it's being reported Diddy was visibly upset in the courtroom. He didn't like her testimony. There have only been a few instances, even when I was in the court, and just from reports, there's only a few instances where Diddy seemed to get agitated or animated with the responses of the jurors. Because, there was sometimes where it was reported that he was damn near falling asleep, but not today. They said he was visibly upset. So I actually posted I put the post from the New York Post and what was said so that you guys could kind of read it and have a clearer understanding of what was said. I can't paraphrase it well because of the limitations of YouTube. But anyway, y'all can go ahead and read it and then jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And